Hey, I'm Garcia, and today we're going over another desktop humidor that plugs in. So when I reviewed a different desktop humidor that I liked it as well, I said, man, too bad I didn't know of any that were plugged in that can control temperature. Well, GLENCREAG actually reached out to me about a different desktop humidor, but they sent me their whole portfolio, their website, and I saw that they had a plug-in desktop humidor, a small one. Now they have bigger versions as well, and maybe I could have asked to review one of those. I'm sure I would have liked that better, but I thought this would be kind of a good thing to review because I figure this is something that people can use for different applications. And one of them is like in a car, because to plug this in, it's just like a cell phone charger. Now it comes with two different cables, one for the wall, one that's just a C to, I think it might be C to C, or it's a C to USB. And so I plugged this into the car. I'm here in Portugal, and this is actually the last day. So I've been testing it out for the past week and a half while I've been here. And there's not too many cigars left in here, but now I have a cigar humidor that works in Portugal and America because it's dual voltage. So we're going to talk about a couple different features that I noticed from it. I'm a big supporter of a tight seal, and it has a clasp right in the front, so it holds it down tight. And as you can see, I'm down to 5 cigars. This whole thing was full when I came here. So as like with any other, humidor, you want to season it. I seasoned it with distilled water back in Connecticut before I came out here. I tested it before I left. Stay open. The humidity, it was looking good. I have a 72% Boveda in here currently. I have a couple more in the plastic wrappers in here so that I can use this when I come back here. But I wiped it down clean, just like the instructions said. I seasoned the little tray here. There is fans back here that blow the cold air, which I can feel. It's 100 degrees out right now, or close to it. It might be 95 at this point, but you can feel the cold air. And so it kind of just works that way, just a little fan in the back here. Now for storage, I would say you could probably put 3 high. And I would say, let's see, that's 5, 6, 7 to 8 across. So, and it would fit, Churchill size this way. If you went the opposite way, this is probably a Toro size. You could fit a lot more this way, because going the long ways, if we're all looking at it the same way, you'll have a lot of space on the sides. But if you did Toro to under, you could fit more. So it's a good spacious humidor. It seals nice. It looks nice. Nothing wrong with that. None of those issues at all. It has, for maintenance, there's like a little fan back here, or a little filter thing that you can easily clean if it gets dirty. And on the bottom, there's a water box that is down here. I'm not gonna take it out, but it has little maintenance things. You're supposed to clean that out, I think, every month. Let me see, let me make sure. So you're supposed to clean the dust filter. Cleaning is recommended every 2 to 3 months. So for the water box, it says remove the water box, absorbent cotton, clean them thoroughly, allow them to dry completely before reinstalling. Cleaning is recommended once a month. The ambient humidity remains consistently high. Increase the cleaning frequency as needed. So I haven't had to do that. Obviously, I've only had it for this week and a half. I did mess around with this back in Connecticut, but I really wanted to test it out here because I was more concerned about having a humidor that controlled temperature in Portugal when it's very hot here and no one has AC. So this was something I was looking forward to, but I know this can be applied to a lot of people's lives in America because it's most of the people watching this. So this gives it an option as a small desktop humidor that controls temperature, but the only thing you have to do is throw a couple Boveda packs in there and it works. So a lot of people, like for me, I even still have Tupperware humidors which is just Tupperware with a Bovita pack in there, but doesn't control temperature. This kind of gives you that little step of controlling temperature, so you're not worried about that aspect. And you're already using Bovita packs, most likely if you're in that type of realm with Tupperware or desktop humidors. Throw a Bovita pack in there and you're good to go. Now there's a little bit more maintenance required, obviously, because you have working power and stuff happening here, fans. So there's that. You can look at that as a con. They're not too expensive, and I'm pretty sure there's gonna be a discount code. I'll have to put on the screen for you guys the discount code. It's obviously gonna be in the description. So I know that GLENCREAG sent this out to me a little while ago, but I like to test things out for a bit before I do any kind of reviews to kind of see if there's any issues. And there has been in other videos where there has been issues, and I reach out to the company and kind of figure stuff out. But this actually kind of worked out perfectly well for how I thought about it. And another application I was thinking about that this could be, if you're somebody on the road a lot and you're a cigar smoker, and you might be storing your cigars in like a Tupperware or something like that, you can actually plug this into your car. So I tested this out actually here in my rental car, just to kind of see how that would play out. All right, one of the things I want to check with this humidor is how it would do in the car. So obviously we're not driving right now, but it is plugged in, the car is on. As you can see, the radio is in Portuguese because I'm in Portugal. But it is at 72 degrees. It was just at 70. I brought it, hello, you can see myself in the reflection. But it was just at 70 inside the house. I brought it outside. It is 100 degrees outside right now. So I'm sure that will go down to 70 if we were here for a good little bit. But it is on. It's not loud at all in the car. I actually didn't think it was on, so I had to lift it up to kind of see. But it works in the car. This is on the USB cable that it came with right here. So I plugged into the car. I'm going to unplug it, but your regular USB-C to C, because on the back of it is a C. So see, it just rebooted itself. 71. So it does work in the car. So as you saw, if you're traveling a lot, I don't know if like truck drivers, they probably have a better setup anyways for like power, and the big truck drivers, like that cross the country and stuff like that. But if you're just like a salesperson and you're traveling a lot and you're like sleeping in hotels, maybe this is something that you can have in your car. It keeps the temperature around 70. That's what there's trying to be. It's trying to be a 7. Let's see what it says right now. It says 74. I did just have it open. So, but it has kind of maintained that 70 degrees the most of the time when I've been here. And even the car got pretty down to 70. So it does say ambient temperature should be way less than 100. So, it's doing pretty well for the temperature. I thought it was a pretty good thing. It's not too expensive, I don't think, at all. And you guys can check that in the comments if you think it's too expensive for what it is. But I think for a desktop humidor that controls temperature, I think this is something that I would recommend. It does exactly what you're looking to do. So if you have any other recommendations on a type of humidor like this, definitely leave it in the comments, because I would like to kind of compare some of these. But that's that. So it's a quick review on the GLENCREAG thermostatic storage box. Storage box, I guess, I don't know, maybe they can't legally say it's for cigars. I don't know, but I do like this. I do recommend it. So if you have any questions, leave them in the comments. I'll try to answer them as best as possible, but it's been working out very well for me, and it will stay here in Portugal as my now Portuguese cigar humidor. Don't do anything stupid, and if you do, don't get caught. Bye.